Hey, Tony Gasson here, popping in. Y'all gotta forgive me, I'm in the sauna, so I probably need to get my phone case, cause I don't know my phone is stand up. Y'all gotta forgive me. In my sauna, phone gonna get a little hot, so I'm gonna have to hurry up. But somebody asked me in the comments, they were like, talk on the Jonah Hill situation. So I briefly just listened to the text messages, that a little article where he sent her, and he sent her some text messages. She posted the messages. Now see, what people have to understand about this right here is you got to understand the spirits. So whenever somebody, this young lady accused Jonah Hill of emotional abuse, but then she took and posted their private messages on social media, where none of the messages are threatening her or abusing her. Is him stating what he wants and doesn't want, which may be against who she is. So that is his preferences. He's saying, listen, you can't have these close male relationships. You can't post sexual pictures or pictures in a bathing suit, which that could be a stretch if you on a beach. And I think it says she's a surfer. So that's a stretch. So here's the thing. His mistake is trying to turn a apple into an orange. If you see a woman is something, and this is who she is, this is what she does, then you should leave her as that. If you can't handle who she is and what she does. And women should do the same thing, because whatever a person is, they will be 3 times that in a relationship. Sometimes people can change, go the other way, and do things differently for their relationship if who they were before the relationship was, if they were in a bad place. So if she says, hey, I don't have to post bathing suit pictures. I post that because I want attention for my butt or my legs or my flat stomach. If she said it to herself, then so she said, I don't need to post that because the true reason is attention seeking. Then the relationship, her changing the relationship to do it differently, that would be her changing for the better. Now, if she said, hey, I post these pictures because I'm a surfer and I'm showing me in action. I'm showing me in my second home, like this is me. And I want to represent women in surfing. Has nothing to do about likes, nothing to do about showing off body parts, nothing to do about any of that. Then she's operating from the right place, and she should not change that for anybody because it's from a place of purity. Now, it's the thing, in a marriage, and I'll be honest with you, I'm married, been married 16 years. It's certain posts that, if my wife made a post recently, and I didn't like the post. It wasn't that I didn't like the post. It wasn't recently, it was some months ago. It wasn't that I didn't like the post. I just felt like it wasn't her best foot forward. I felt like it was that she was influenced by my sister to post this picture, and me knowing my wife, knowing how she is, and also me knowing social media, and she had been on social media for months, and me seeing what social media has done to other people, other wives. And a lot of people made the example of Ayesha Curry, how if you look back in the day, Ayesha Curry, she was built differently. She had a little more meat on her bones, and at certain times she could look cheeky, just when people have a round face. But from her posting, people started calling her all these names, just calling her all these names, calling these all her name, all these names, and the next thing you know, she became very slim after having a baby. She became very slim, and then people had something to say about that. And so, me being a husband, me being a protector, I, differently than what Jonah was talking about, it's a different situation, try to protect my wife and say, listen, I've been building a brand for 15 years. This is what's going to come of it. Okay, so if you post this kind of picture, or you post that kind of picture, and it's showing, stomach, or it's showing this right here, and this what people may say, if it go viral, are you ready for that? And so, as a man, we are protectors. Now, what it sounds like, just the message that I heard from Jonah, it sounds like he's speaking from insecurity. Now, we got to think about this thing, and I don't know how old this is. This could be old, but somebody asked me about it, so I don't know how long ago it was. But this is the thing. When a man was heavy set, and we know, and then he becomes slim, that means he wasn't happy being that size. He wasn't happy, and he was healthy. So he becomes very slim. But a lot of times in our formative years, who we are and what we are and how we look, it forms our identity. It forms our personality. It forms and determines our self-esteem. So he could have low self-esteem from being heavy set at one time, and now you go and you get this beautiful, fit, bodacious of a body of a woman. And the article said something about, he want her to be removed from her wild past. And so, me working with celebrities, I know that 50% of this could be true, 50% could be fake. For her to take and post this and then claim emotional abuse, which that word is so expansive, that could be a version of it, but emotional abuse gets way, way deeper. So it's kind of dangerous to lump in him saying, I don't want you to post bathing suit pics, or I don't want you being besties super close with these guys that you surfing with, to paint that as emotional abuse when we know how deep that can go. That's a little dangerous, but I get it. But for her to come out and show that, and then paint it as like, she a victim, like he choked her, like he's showing his hand, like he's showing his hand, like in that point, that ain't no reason to go to social media. That's a reason to be like, oh, this how you is, okay, thank you. But when you take and try to take somebody insecurity, take their immaturity, take their what he called boundaries, and then expose them to hurt his career, hurt his image, hurt his name, and then go into, this victim role. Because if we honest as adults, every adult is going to have some type of boundary. So I worked with a young man who, his woman, who is beautiful herself, told him, you can't post pictures with your shirt off. But he is a fitness influencer. The way he makes money is from having his shirt off. He does workouts. So he's not like me, like a life coach, and I'm taking my shirt off. He makes money from helping people get abs, helping people get a nice chest, nice arms. But she didn't want him posting that because she felt like it would have women DMing him. And so when he told me that, I didn't call that emotional abuse. I said, oh, she worried that it's gonna bring that milkshake gonna bring the girl to the yard. Them abs finna have them coming out. And she don't know if you can handle that temptation. I said, but she wrong. Because that's how you make a living. So it's almost like if you a bathing suit model and you in Sports Illustrated, just like the surfer. She's a surfer. You live in a bathing suit. Some type of bathing suit. I don't know what if she wearing two pieces, cause boy, the way them waves hit, but that thing all up the cheeks. Hope she wearing some kind of shorts or something. But even the top seems like it'll come off unless it's like a sports bra and it fit like that right there. But she live in a bathing suit, Jonah. She have to post pictures in a bathing suit if she was trying to show that side of her life and what she does. So what are we talking about? So we can't go to no surgeon and say, hey, listen, I don't want you doing surgery on men's dangling no more. That's how she eat. That's how he eat. It's just like if a woman go to a man, get with a man, and this man he does breast augmentation. He finna see these things. He got to draw on them. So it's different if you got a woman who she work in the office and she just want to go post bathing suit pictures showing cheeks every week. It's like, oh, hold on. What's the point of these pictures? Because you're not even at the beach. And then, okay, you going to the beach. Go to the beach for you. What's the point of posting these pictures? So there are boundaries in a relationship, and there are real stipulations that couples will have out of respect. But it's also, you got to understand what this person does and how they make a living and who you choosing. So it's like, if you don't want a woman in a bathing suit, then you ought not pick a woman who that's how she eat or that's what she does, is live in a bathing suit half of her life. It's like, go pick a woman who she an actress, or she work in a store or in corporate America. Now, on the part about not having male friends, that's across the board. I know we have these new age relationships, but that's when people don't understand the human psyche, understand the human heart, and don't understand men. A man cannot be a woman's friend. A lot of women say, oh, my best friend is a man. If your best friend is a man, he's gay. If he is not gay, he has either kissed you, tried to kiss you, shot his shot, or waiting to shoot his shot. There's no such thing. And I'm going to tell every woman in the world this, and every single woman who have doubted me, they have came back and apologized. Tony, he had not tried me yet when you said that, and I argued you down. Well, to my surprise, he's tried me. Listen, a man is created to reproduce. Be fruitful and replenish the earth. There is no such thing as a man being a woman's friend. That's why I do not call a single woman my friend. I remember my client, she was like, Tony, you my friend. I had to tell her, no, I'm not your friend. I am your coach. If I'm dealing with a woman, it has to be a professional relationship or a family relationship. I do not have one woman friend. Women may call me their friend because they may sign up for coaching and then continue to send me articles or continue to ask questions, and they're not actively paying for a session. So then they may say, oh, you my friend, or some people just say that. But I tell people, I ain't nobody friend. I got a friend in Jesus. I only like to claim guys as friends. To be honest with you, I only like to claim guys as friends because of the simple fact that they'll use that for leverage and advantage. Oh yeah, Tony, that's my dog. That's my homeboy. Yeah. And then have a woman drop her guards because she assumed that because he my friend, that he listening to my teachings and he living the way that I teach a man should live. And she'll drop her guard, boom, legs open, boom. And I done seen it, like my cousins done got women like that. Guys who barely know me done got women like that. And women will be naive like that. Some women are naive like that to think that a man is gonna be pure by association. No, my son will do you wrong. And this my child. You got to get to know everybody for themselves. Listen to me. Y'all got to forgive me now for this sweat. I'm in the good sauna. And I'm testing the phone, but iPhone 12. Testing the phone. Somebody got a 14 for me. You work at Apple. Hey, send me a 14. iPhone 12. So listen to me. What Jonah did, for one, Jonah should have had that conversation in person so you could articulate it. That ain't ever gonna come off right in text message. Two, I want people to understand that some boundaries are real. When you get into a relationship, some pictures will be off limits because of what it will invite. And it's inviting unnecessary temptation, unnecessary challenges, and unnecessary attention if the picture doesn't serve a purpose. If the picture serves a purpose and is how you feed yourself, that's different. But if the picture is just to showcase a body part, then you can expect that to be taken off the menu. Now, if this person feels you got some other values. Now, me personally, this is what my daddy told me. Because I was dating a young lady. She was a white female. I was in high school and maybe was college and was dealing with her. And she used to wear very tight, very short skirts. And I told her, like, listen, hey, you got to stop wearing them short skirts. Like, what's the point of them old short skirts? Like, why are you trying to show every inch of leg? And then my daddy told me, he was like, son, this is what he told me. He said, son, don't ever try to change somebody. Don't ever try to change a woman. Let that woman show you who she is. And if you don't like the person that she is, then you let her go. Because she is perfect for somebody else. There's another man that does not care. But there is a woman who dressed the exact way that you feel a woman should present herself in public. And now you don't have to change her. You don't have to teach her. You don't have to control her. You just get to love her. So when a woman come to me and she say, Tony, how should an outfit look? How should I present myself? Like, what are men attracted to and stuff like that? It's crazy that the type of clothes I describe is exactly how my wife dressed. And I never had to tell my wife how to dress. And if my wife wears something that's scantily clad, she really don't make it out the house. Because she don't even feel comfortable in it. She don't even feel comfortable in it. I remember at one point, my wife was 124 pounds. All muscle. I mean, abs. I mean, arms perfect, legs perfect. Even then, she didn't dress seductive. Like, it's just not her personality. And so, okay, I ain't not against a woman that does. Yeah, it's turning every man's head. Yeah, it's getting all kind of male attention and even some female attention, but that's not for me. That's not for me because I'm more conservative in the sense of even when I had an 8-pack of abs, you never seen me online with my shirt off. Even like, I'm gonna paint a picture to you. How many men you know that got 10 cars and haven't showed all 10 of them? Did a car tour. When have you seen me do a car tour? I'm yet to do a car tour. I gotta grow into doing a car tour and showing that side of life. Like men doing closet tours, doing watch tours, doing jewelry tours, showing you their shoe closet. I'm yet to do any of that. And I probably got as many shoes and as many clothes as any guy. But I'm just more conservative. So me knowing my personality, I know I don't want no show off of a woman. No super showy woman who want to show every little part. Because I could take a picture in some gray sweatpants and show a print. So if I'm not taking that picture, I don't want no woman who going to take a picture trying to show camel toe. Because we not equally yoked. And this is what you have to realize with this Jonah Hill type situation is he crossed some lines in trying to have this woman not post pictures in her industry and what she does as a surfer. But at the same time, she have to understand that any man she get with gonna have a stipulation. The only man that she could get with that ain't gonna have no kind of stipulation is like that Adam 22 who married the porn star. and like a Kevin Gates, even Kanye, as wild as he be talking and acting, tried to tone Kim Kardashian down. Like, that is a man's nature, because men are protectors. And a man knows how men think. And men know, because we've been there, men know what is done to your pictures that you post online. And a man just being insecure will worry about a woman. And this is one thing you got to realize. Every man you meet is insecure. Every human you meet is insecure. Like, you're not even gonna, and this is the thing what women don't understand. It's like sometimes you got to put that shoe on the other foot. You ain't gonna meet a woman who is gonna be just totally fine with her man being chummy and best buds and doing these euphoric oxytocin releasing activities with women every day. You're not gonna find a woman that's gonna be like, yeah, I'm fine with you having a blast every day with these other women. Because even if she trusts her man, she say, I don't trust these nasty such and suches, because they desperate and they lonely, and they gonna try you because you a good man. So a woman gonna put that out there. So what we have to realize is, a relationship should feel like freedom, in the sense of it's not suppressing who you are, your true nature. But a relationship will have boundaries. And this the thing now. Spirits attract spirits, because a healthy, whole, healed, pure spirit would have took them text messages that Jonah Hill sent and would have said, hey, I realized from the text that you sent, this isn't going to be a good fit. I don't hold it against you, but these boundaries are too restricting for me, and I'm not going to be able to adhere to this because it goes against my core values, my core principles, and who I am at my core as a person. So I thank you for the opportunity to get to know you, and I wish you the best. Text deleted. A healthy, whole, healed person. What you have to understand about the spiritual realm is that spirits attract spirits. Spirits either attract spirits or repel spirits. So Jonah Hill's spirit, if his spirit is in the wrong place, he operating from the wrong spirit, he will actually repel a healthy, whole, healed spirit. But that healthy, whole, healed spirit will not turn around and try to hurt him publicly, because he didn't try to hurt her publicly. If he sent them text messages to her privately, then that's between him and her having a conversation. She could have also sat down and showed him how and where this is too restrictive. That ain't her duty. She don't have to do that, but she could have, if she cared enough about him and said, hey, this ain't gonna work for me, but I'm gonna let you know this ain't gonna work for no healthy, healed woman. And so, but at the same time, there are women who they look at it, they would have looked at it and said, okay, are bathing suit pictures making me? Do I care more about having a husband and having kids, or being besties with these men that I'm surfing with? Like, where does my desires or loyalty lie? Someone would have justified it and they would have went on with it. That don't necessarily mean it's a good thing, because that could be because they see Jonah got that bag on him, and they say, boy, look here, boy, you got that bag on you, boy. What else you need me to do, boy? Hey, what else you need me to do to have these bill paid? You hear me? To be on that yacht with you, to be on that jet with you, boy. And then they would have got their hooks in, sucked the life out of them, seduced them, wrapped them up in they put that Delilah spirit on them, boom. Then went back to being and doing who they want to be, because they married, they got kids, and they know this man not finna leave off no bathing suit picture. So, and then they would have, boom, you want to get physical, boop, Now I can ruin you. Then they would have did him like that though. And that's exactly what we see with the Zion Williamson situation. The lady trying to come out now and say that he used to put hands on her. So it's like, wow. He used to put hands on her? Do I believe it? Not necessarily, because of how she moving, because of how she acting. Could it be true? Yeah, it could be true. Do I believe it? Not really, because of how she done ruined her credibility by being so vindictive. Instead of saying, hey, I am a porn star. I signed up to take dang-a-lang for a living, and I fell for one of my clients, or a man who came to me from that dark world. He has chosen somebody else and gotten her pregnant. Let me take my L and let me go on about my business. Because you win some, you lose some. She could have did that, but she said, no, buddy. She said, no, playboy. No, playboy, you finna pay a price. She trying to get the man, because he lied to her, she feels. She trying to get the man to lose millions of dollars. She feel like that lie is worth millions of dollars. What she don't realize is that if she not about to become a Christian and lead that industry and do all that, if she finna stay in that industry, if she finna stay in that mud, what she don't realize is that he probably would have, had she been quiet and just kept playing her game the way she played, he probably would have still been taking care of her. If that's her motive, to get money, he would still been taken care of. Now, if she want to change her life and she want love, for one, that's the wrong man to want it from. Because this man is sleeping with porn stars. That tell you about his character. I'm going to tell you like this right here. As a man who has character inside of me, integrity inside of me, never in my life have I slept with no porn star. Never in my life have I slept with a stripper. And never in my life will I. Because I'm not finna lay down with somebody who done turned their body over as an adult, fully conscious, then turned their body over to the dark world, into them spirits, and out there selling their body like that. No, I'm not new. I done been nasty now, but nasty for free, meaning nasty with normal everyday lifestyle, like go to work, go home, like go to the office, like nurse, doctor, lawyer, school teacher, accountant. Like, I'm not finna be diving in something that they do that for a whole living. No, that's too much extra unnecessary risk. So that says something about where the young man's heart and mind at. So the fact that she would even want to settle down with him and be with him, that wouldn't have worked out anyways. And the young lady that he chose, that's not gonna work out either. It's not gonna work out either. He's gonna smooth this over, because he ain't want two of them coming out on him. And he could have more dirt with the woman who he actually got pregnant, and he don't want that coming out on top of this right here coming out. So now he gonna ride that out for a little while, and then eventually he gonna try to get him a woman out of corporate America. He might be 35, 40, 45 when he do it, but eventually that's what he gonna try to do. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Or like a singer or actress or something like that. And guess what? They're going to be with them. They're going to be with them. Because that's the desperation level of most women. I hate to tell y'all ladies that, but it's a lot of women out here making it bad for the other women, because it's so many women moving so desperate. So desperate. So lonely. Reprobate mind. And we got to get this thing together. So, hey, listen, on that Jonah Hill situation, we got to understand that we got to be careful what labels we throw on out there. At the most, I call that insecure. I'm not going to call that emotional abuse, because what you got to realize, a man penetrating another woman on video and then sending it to you as a woman, that's also emotional abuse. So you got to realize how deep emotional abuse can get, like, because that's not verbal, that's not physical, that's emotional. He messing with your emotions. So this thing gets so deep, we can't take this man who used to be 300 plus pounds and then shows his insecurity. Hey, I don't want you posting bathing suit pictures no more. I don't want you around these hunks, these men with these abs and chests, and just best buds with them anymore. That's insecurity. It's insecurity. So, and yes, at the lowest level, a therapist may label it emotional abuse. But now Jonah Hill's the one who did a whole documentary. That's why he looking so bad. Had this been like 50 Cent text messages, nobody wouldn't be saying nothing. Had it been a black man, nobody would be saying that, because people know how most black men and Hispanic men or men of color get down. Had it been 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather, even LeBron James, nobody wouldn't have said nothing. But because it's Jonah Hill, he's white, he used to be heavyset, and he produced an entire documentary on the power and importance of therapy. And so now the titles of the articles that they posted is Jonah Hill shows that not all therapy is good therapy, or therapy to a certain extent is only good. So now they trying to, and what they realize is therapy don't heal nobody. Therapy don't heal nobody. When you sit down in therapy, you still got to be willing to do the work. You still got to do the work. That's on you. You could talk all till you blue in the face. I done coach people who've been in therapy for over 10 years, and they still is in a mess. Therapy does not heal you. You still got to do the work. So just because Jonah in therapy, it maybe has helped him, but that don't mean he finna just be no complete whole new individual in the first year or two. No, he got a lifetime of insecurity that he got to battle. So Jonah, if you see this, man, give me a call. Give me a call, Jonah, because you tried the therapist. Now come work with a coach. Come work with a coach, but more specifically, a relationship coach. Because see, that's what I try to tell people. Therapy, it could be all over the board. You could be dealing with childhood trauma. You could be dealing with work stress. You could be dealing with the death of a family member. Like, you could be in therapy talking about whatever. And a therapist is trained and they have knowledge, but not every therapist has wisdom. Some do, but it's gonna be rare to find somebody who use both sides of their brain like that, who has wisdom as well as knowledge, and they know when to come outside of that therapy box and to go into a coaching box, and they know when to let the spirit work. And see, that's the thing, is a therapist could have the knowledge that they read in that book and have them treatment plans, but if they don't have that experience as well, y'all gotta forgive me, the song got 5 minutes left. I had open door, let a little cool air come in here. If they don't have that experience and that wisdom. See, Jonah might not believe in God. That's another issue that people, they get caught up. So if you shy away from godly wisdom, it's gonna hinder you. It's gonna hinder you. But see, when it comes to a relationship, I be getting these guys together. I be telling them exactly, boop, 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 boop. This what you got to do. This how this gonna look. You know why? Because I done been the worst of the worst. So when you done played every game, when you done did it the wrong way and did it the right way, when you done got a classy, good woman, and that woman done settled down with you and married you and been married to you 16 years, that mean you went from being a dog to being a real man. That don't mean I'm perfect. That mean I still had to learn going through the relationship. I still had to learn how to be emotionally intelligent. I still had to learn how to communicate. But hey, I was able to see both sides, see both ends of the spectrum. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's a difference between a therapist and somebody who specializes in real world relationships. And very few therapists is going to excel in both. Very few. And the ones who really could do it, they book to the high heavens. They books is closed. They book. And they books be looking like my books. Listen to me. Hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you. Now, on the relationship readiness, to get the email, you got to be in a course on Tony Gaskins Academy. There are free courses. Just got to keep scrolling to the last page. There are free courses. It puts you on the mailing list. Make sure your email address is right. I'm going to do another one, Lord willing, this week. And we got, if you missed the last one, just email in once you see it's scheduled, and we'll give you the Zoom information if you haven't requested a refund from missing the last one. If you requested a refund from missing the last one, then you'll have to sign up over again for this one. Hey, this Tony Gaskins. Stay tuned. God bless you. We'll talk soon.